If you're carrying debt and it feels like no matter how hard you work, you never seem to get ahead, you're not wrong. Every payment makes progress slower, leaves you feeling behind, and makes future goals harder to reach. In this video, I'll show you why debt creates that feeling and what you can do to finally start moving forward again. Debt has a way of making it feel like you're running hard without actually moving forward. You make a payment, then another, and another. Yet somehow your financial life doesn't seem much different. You're still watching your spending, still trying to save, still trying to make progress. But every step forward feels smaller than it should. That's what makes debt so frustrating. It's not always creating a crisis. Sometimes it simply keeps you from building momentum. And that's where many people miss what's really happening. Because the problem usually isn't what they think it is. One of the biggest misunderstandings about debt is that people think the problem is the payment itself. The payment matters. But that's usually not the real issue. The real problem is that debt claims part of your future income before you even receive it. Before you can save. Before you can invest. Before you can prepare for emergencies. Part of your paycheck already has a job waiting for it. That means every financial goal has to compete with yesterday's decisions. And the more debt payments you carry, the less flexibility you have when life changes. Car repair hurts more. A career opportunity becomes harder to take. Building savings takes longer. Not because you're doing something wrong, 'cause debt reduces the amount of money available to build your future. And that's the real issue. And that's why so many people feel stuck even when they're making responsible choices. In a minute, I'll show you the shift that helped me stop looking at debt as a payment problem and start treating it as a freedom problem. The reason this matters isn't just money. It's opportunity. When debt takes a large portion of your income, your options start shrinking. Goals take longer. Opportunities get postponed. And sometimes you stay stuck simply because you can't afford another option. And every unexpected expense feels bigger because there's less room to absorb it. Over time, that creates something many people don't expect: financial exhaustion. Not because they're irresponsible, because they're constantly working against a headwind. The danger isn't that progress completely stops. The danger is that progress becomes so slow that people eventually give up trying. The first step is changing how you view debt. Most people see debt as a balance problem, a number on a statement. But debt is really a flexibility problem. Every debt payment should be viewed as future freedom you're working to reclaim. That doesn't mean you need to panic. And it doesn't mean you need some extreme plan. It means you need to start asking a different question. Instead of, "How much debt do I have?" ask, "How much freedom is this debt costing me every month?" That simple shift changes everything. 'Cause now you're not just trying to eliminate a balance. You're trying to reclaim options. You're trying to create breathing room. You're trying to make future progress easier. Here's a practical way to start. Write down every debt payment you make each month. Then calculate the total. Now imagine that amount becoming available to you. What would it do? Could it build a starter emergency fund? Cover future car repairs? Create breathing room in your monthly budget? Or finally start growing your savings? For me, that exercise completely changed how I looked at debt. I stopped seeing monthly payments as normal expenses. I started seeing them as money that could eventually be working for me instead. That gave every payoff a purpose. Not just getting rid of debt, creating more freedom. Debt keeps many people from getting ahead because it quietly claims part of their future before they ever have a chance to use it. The more flexibility you regain, the easier financial progress becomes. But debt itself isn't the only thing slowing people down. There's another piece that often goes unnoticed. Even when people make their payments consistently, progress can still move far slower than they expect. And that's exactly what we'll talk about next.